Hey, how you doing? I shouldn't be recording this right now because I'm gravely ill, but I've decided I'm just gonna power through. So, apology in advance if this is like the most fantastic video. But I want to talk about the latest PlayStation news, which I'm sure you've obviously heard about. PlayStation killing physical discs, which is kind of funny considering that's what won them the PS4, Xbox One debacle. I'm a big Xbox fan. I got it at 360, sure. But I want to give my take on this because I'm going to show you something actually before, just to show you how much of a serious PlayStation fan that I am, and a Sony fan to an extent, or used to be. This is a PlayStation 1. Okay, it's not in the best quality, sure, but it's a PlayStation. The very first one. I mean, it has the whole disc ejector and everything. So I'm pretty big when it comes to PlayStation. And the reason this sucks for a lot of people is the collector aspect. Now, I actually have games I can play on my PlayStation, but I'm also a big collector. In fact, one of my most prized possessions for games is The Witcher 3. Wow, this one here. With all the classic media, in fact, you got like this little booklet thing. I probably should by all right take this off, but I love it so much. I love collecting this stuff. It's also why, and let me just go and dig this up real quickly. It's also why, when I got my PlayStation 5, I got a disc. The disc holder there. And the funny thing with this is, what's the point of having this now? If you just go fully digital, right? If you go fully digital with any console, you are competing with arguably the uncompetable. You compete with Steam. Steam have a far better library than Sony ever could, ever will have. Oh, nice exclusives. It would be a shame if a year later they came to Steam. Not included Bloodborne, but add to Bloodborne. Like, that's, is where it is. You got the summer sale. You see right here. You get Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Monster Hunter Wilds, like, just so many games on offer. In fact, I actually got one recently on sale. It was First Berserker Kazan, which I'm looking forward to play. And if I get this digitally on Steam, it's better than buying it physically on Sony. And where was it again? And I've got it here somewhere. Here we go. So this was the official response. Okay, in response to shifting trends and consumer preferences, new games will be released on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. And this is also bad for scalpers as well, because they're going to go out buy physical discs and jack the prices up. So everyone's in a lose-lose situation, except the scalpers. And here's the worst thing. Right? As consumer preferences and the broader entertainment industry continue to shift away from physical disc to digital, just blaming the consumer. And here's the awkward truth as well. They're not far off. Because it's more convenient to own digital. It isn't. It's just more convenient than having to constantly swap over discs and go out and buy the discs. But you do miss a big part of getting these games and owning them. Anyway, keep going here. It'll be distributed starting January 2028. Following this date, new games will be available on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only, except on PlayStation 3, but more on this in a moment. There's no impact on games that are already released or will be releasing prior to January 2028 in disc format. So you can still own the disc, it's fine, like GTA 6, but that's a whole other topic for a different day that I don't want to cover because I'm not a GTA fan. But it's nice knowing that I can still use my discs for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. It's a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to consumer trends as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs. This transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today. Really, they just looked at... This is what I think's happened. I think they've looked at PC players and PC users using Steam and gone, wow, they really like Steam. And do you know why we like Steam? Because it's Steam. Not because it's Sony 2. Or the reason we're not going to like PlayStation Store is because it's just going to be a worse version of Steam. So you're just alienating a big part of what makes PlayStation Store unique and attractive to a player base. And that's the physical disc formats and the collectors, and getting on the collector's editions as well. There's no point going, say, the Elden Ring collector's edition to get it on disc and then going, yeah, so there's no disc, just a code. Because it's also a case of you will own nothing and like it. This is also really weird considering this is coming off or hot off the heels of Sony removing movies from PlayStation. And even more weird than this, Sony actually, I guess, pioneered Blu-ray technology. Or a Blu-ray movement as a whole, or just Blu-ray. And then they've gone and done this, and it makes no sense. And I'm a little bit baffled, I'm a little bit worried as well, just because, like, what's the point? I already wasn't excited for a PlayStation 6, because PlayStation 5 is still, by all rights, fantastic. Like, I still thoroughly enjoy my PlayStation 5, but with this, I just don't see a point to want to use it again. Outside of the games I already own, but going out and buying a new console, a new game, I could just get on Steam for cheaper, with better optimization. It's really baffling to me. It really is. And the worst part is, we have kind of done this to ourselves. It's the path of less resistance. It's the whole, well, it's easier to buy it digitally than it is physically, so we get that, but it's also really baffling. And you've probably seen here, we go on YouTube, you can look at you just typed in PlayStation, and it's a lot of just rip physical gaming, and love it on a PlayStation game again. But it's just promoting piracy. This really is just the biggest advertisement to use Steam. And I guess to an extent Nintendo as well. Or Switch 2. I love my Switch 2. Okay? Hate Nintendo as a business. I fucking hate that company. They are some of the most scummiest, money-leeching fuckheads around. But they make fucking fantastic games. They make some quality games. And it's really frustrating. It makes me such a hypocrite. Because I'm like, yo, fuck Nintendo. Let me buy every single game. And it really sucks. I shouldn't be laughing because that really hurts my intestines. Yeah, PlayStation finally did it. It's just... It really does suck. And then also, this is just another two supports, but PS3 console generation. So PlayStation 3 is just EOS, I guess. And the PS Vita. I don't know, it's just a bad day for Sony, I think. Hopefully this is like a Sonic scenario where they reveal the initial decision, insane backlash, fully against this move, and then Sony go, hey, you know what? Let's do not that. Hopefully that's what happens. I'm not asking you to like, comment, subscribe. I just want you to get your thoughts out there, whether you agree or disagree, and just really talk about this, because this sucks. Like, this really sucks. Anyway, that's it for me. I've got to go into rest and I guess buy as many digital copies of my favorite games that I like because I like collecting them. Who knows? See you in the next one. Take care, and like always, stay refreshing.